I'm your host, It's Chef, the real chef. I'll come by many names here. I am a member of TGBG. We do the podcast. I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of lost right now. But here tonight, we have a special guest, another TGBG member named Calamity. Calamity, you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. I'm Calamity, also a member of TGBG.
He's also our sports analysis for tonight, too. The man with a plan.
I try to be.
All right, well, we have a list of things tonight we're going to talk about. We're still going to talk about Call of Duty, and we're going to talk about sports. So, Calamity, if you won't mind, you got the stream up for me, sir? Oh, wait a minute, you know what?
Sir.
I'm good right here. I just did a thing. We're good. Okay. I can see the chat now, too. And his own and Bullet just said you have your own podcast. I have not been able to check that. I do. You posted on Twitter the other day that you're going to do a NBA 2K like team thing. I like watching that kind of stuff too. So I'll be tuning into that to watch that. Like you make your own team and you build them up. Is that kind of what we're doing?
What I was gonna do was I was gonna take like a current team right now and kind of rebuild them. So like a team that's kind of bottom tier, and kind of build them up to get them better over however long it takes to get to like a championship. So like the Knicks or the Bulls or someone like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I like stuff like that. I don't know, since tonight's about sports stuff. Back on NCAA football, I'd make my own team, own logo, own colors. That I would spend hours. All right, but we'll say that for the sports section. Well, if you could probably hear my children in the back, they're back there, letting the dogs out. So bear with me on them. They do get kind of loud. So a lot of stuff has happened in Call of Duty. Okay, a lot of stuff has came out. A lot of stuff has happened. I feel like the past 3 or 4 episodes we keep talking about the cheaters and what they're going to do. Hey guys, can y'all not be so loud, please? God almighty, they loud. They're loud. Do one of those moves to them. Call of Duty came out and they banned 60,000 accounts. Is that a lot?
I feel like it's a lot, but there's probably a lot more that they probably should.
I think there's a lot more too. I think that was just scratching the surface.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that was just scratching the surface on what really needs to be done with the whole cheating, anti-cheat. But they came out and they said that they banned 60,000 players. Monday evening or Tuesday they came out and said this. They came out and they banned 60,000 players, and they're working on a anti-cheat software to kind of help get this under control. Now, I've done some investigation. I don't know about yourself and the whole cheating thing. I actually went out. Later was the lightning. Or Light the Dragon. God, in front of the camera, Lightning Dragon. I actually went out and found some cheats. Some aimbot wall hacks. I will say, I about purchased it because I've never experienced it before. Mm-hmm. But I was a little worried, But I'm going to tell you this. I'm not going to get the website out because I don't want to get that far into it.
Yeah.
$7 for 24 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame, too, because they really are, like, really easily accessible. Because, like, I've never done them. I don't have any interest in doing them or anything like that, but my brother, he actually went and got one from I think he got it from like Walmart for like $20.
Oh my god.
It's an aimbot. Like, why? I don't understand.
Walmart! Man, yeah. Walmart stepping their game up, cut.
Really?
But I did. I went out, I searched, I found it, and it said on the website how many members have made an account. I mean, they had over 140,000 members have joined, but again, $7 to have hacks for 24 hours.
Yeah, that's
blows my mind. I mean, liar, bro. I didn't Inferno. But this blows my mind. Now, I don't know if any of y'all in here watched Bobby Puff Gaming, but he popped on and said he had a breakdown on his live stream. I can't show it to you right now because I believe that he took Activision, asked him to take it down. But he blew up. I'm talking, this man busted some blood vessels. His eyes were popping. He goes, how am I supposed to make a living with this going on? Right?
That's a fair question.
That big tournament was $250,000. Now, in some people's eyes, that's not life-changing. But again, $10,000 can be life-changing if you've done it right. So you imagine how much these guys split $250,000, or I don't know how much they got, but I'm talking flip, buddy. I'm talking he was saying names, Activision, you're a bunch of, blah, 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 this, and that. Man, and it got over a couple million views in 2 days.
That's crazy.
So
well, I mean, did someone kill him? That was
oh, buddy, it was a straight aimbot, and one of the biggest tournaments of 2021 they've had yet for Warzone. Oh yeah, he killed the whole team. Like a little laser, just like this, just shooting them. Bow, 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 bow. Just took them straight out. I mean, how? Again,
how are you letting that happen in your tournaments? That's
again, they're playing in the public, and it's a free game. Like Mr. Fantastic said before, it's a free game, and you're playing against regular people, right? You're not playing against other professionals, maybe if they're in your lobby. But again, he blew up. Activision did say they contacted him, talked to him for an hour, told him they had something in the works, all this and that. The next day, they banned 60 accounts. Now, do you think banning is enough?
I mean, I guess it could be. It just depends on how long, the bans are for and the type of cheating that they're using. Like, if it's just an aimbot or if, I don't know, if it's a modded controller or something. Like, I think it can work. It just, I think they need to do more.
But you know how...
in terms of more people.
But you know how easy it is to make another account, though?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy, but I mean, that one, if you do the same thing on that one, you'll just get banned on that one,
it needs to be, it needs to be every day. There needs to be people getting banned every day.
Yep.
It needs to be constant. Give me 1 second. Oh. Oh my god. I'm back. Sorry, we had stuff getting crazy. It needs to be every day. It needs to be cycling, buddy. Every day. No nature calls. It needs to be like every day. Whatever anti-cheat they come with me, like cut the Joker and let it run for a couple days. And I think you'll get it. Now, Bobby Puff yesterday, I watched him on stream yesterday. He played for an hour and a half. They ran across no streamers, and it took an hour and a half. He ran across one. So maybe.
I mean, it definitely helps, but they need to ban more people. I mean, there's way more than that.
Another big streamer, Vicstar, has came out and said that he's not playing any more Warzone. He's done until the cheating gets taken care of. That made news. He made news. Where he lives at, news picked it up. United States news picked it up because he's a big streamer. He's an iconic player. As a content creator out there, millions of people watch his videos. That made news. So hopefully with that, something's go. I think, as I said last week, it has came to a head.
Yeah, I think they need more people like him to kind of do that. Like, I've been watching Nick Merckx lately, and I think they need someone like him and the people he plays with to not play for a little while.
He's been preaching it. How many videos he has? He's got some band right there on the spot in his videos when he's live streaming with them. I mean, I don't know how much more evidence they need, but for them to ban 60,000 accounts the other day, I guess that's a start in the right direction on how they're going to go. Yeah. Don't know how far they want to go into it. I mean, it's out there. All right, my next question for you: how is the state of Call of Duty? Now, we'll compare Warzone and Cold War. How's the state of the game for you as of February the 3rd, 2021?
It's for me. I think it's a good game, but the skill-based matchmaking seems to get me a little bit. And like we were talking earlier, I mean, I think that sometimes it seems like a switch is just flipped, either in a half of a game, or even like you do good for one game and then the next game you can't buy yourself a kill for whatever reason. And I don't know what that is, but if there's some way that they can fix that or make it more balanced or something, I think that would make this game so much better. And I think league play is going to help out a lot with that.
Do you see yourself playing more now or less more since Cold War has came out and we've had time to deal with this skill based matchmaking, the whole. You feel like do you see yourself playing more now or less?
It's honestly it's probably pretty close to the same. I don't really. I mean, I do get frustrated sometimes after playing only like 3 games when I'll have to take a break and like kind of walk away and then
mental break.
Yeah, and then I'll come back to it in a couple of hours though and start playing again. So I mean, I don't know. I think it's the same as when it like came out.
Bullet, you said you've noticed that for years, but we also got to look. We also got to look at our age, Bullet, as we're older adults here. Calamity, how old are you again, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 26 right now. I'll be 27 in 6 days.
Right. Ooh, got birth. Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
So as I say that, Bullet, as us older players that's played the game for a while in our age, I find myself personally not playing it as much anymore. Like, I want to play it, but again, like what he's talking about, this other stuff is just kicking in. It's like, it's just, I'd rather, I have a stressful day at work. I don't want to come home and stress playing a game and, like, try to get better. But the younger kids, because since I teach high school, they'll still play for 6, 7, 8 hours and just, they think that's the norm. So that's where it's like, man, am I just getting old? Am I, that's the whole, and in front of it says, and don't punch your screen because monitors are not cheap. That is true. Oh, and headsets. And controllers.
I have a backup controller. Well, actually, I shouldn't say the backup controller. It's actually, oh man, I thought it was right here, but it's actually already broken. So whenever I get mad, I just kind of like twist that.
So
really get that mad.
Do you? And the other big news is they have announced league play to come back. Now, me personally, I hope it's the league play that we had during Black Ops 2. I hope so. If it's the rank now, people said World War II rank was pretty good. I don't know. I thought World War II was trash when it came out. I didn't give enough time or effort to try. I don't know how you feel about league play. I mean, to me, that's true skill-based matchmaking. If it's in the game, it should be there.
Right. That's what I think too. I think it'll help though in terms of getting like the super try-hard players. It'll kind of take them from pubs and put them in league play, so that way the people that play pubs normally won't have to deal with like those people that are running the whatever it is, the DMR and the Mac 10 now or something. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, 24/7. Like, oh baby, I've already got it gold or diamond. Let's just keep running it because it's OP.
Right.
I do, and I hope I feel with league play that they offer something in return for players to play besides having that little emblem like. Maybe an enemy, a different character, something along the line to make it worth an effort to get kids to, or people, to go over there and play it and enjoy it and try to rank up. Because I played the mess out of league play. That's all I played really. When I found out what league play was, I want to be in the Master League so bad. That's all I want to do. I'll play solo, and there should be a consequence if they leave. No backing out.
Like quitting game.
Like quitting game. You're getting steamrolled. If you quit, you can't play league play for 10, 15 minutes. Like there should be like boom. There should be something because that's what Black Ops 2 did.
I was gonna say, is that what Black Ops 2 did?
Black Ops 2 did. Like and I'm talking even if you got booted offline, that was still a penalty. You had to stay and finish the game. And I think it should go back to that along that line. To where, have something for the players to play. I mean, but that was so much fun. I learned the maps. And then it also made watching the professionals play a lot better because I knew more what was going on. Like, oh man, they need to start rotating now. Look at the time. Like, you start getting more involved into the game. I really hope it's good, man. What's up, High Risk? I'm a pub player. I could we all are here. I just hope it's good. I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it too. I want to get. My goal was to get Dark Matter before I tried that. I don't think I'm gonna be able to accomplish that, but I think I'll definitely still hop over and play a little bit, and then once I get Dark Matter, I'll play a lot more on League play.
Have you attempted your SMGs yet?
Yeah, my SMGs are done.
How was the point blank kills for you? Because I legit will put my barrel in somebody's back and then shoot him, and I get a revenge kill. I don't get point blank.
I did find that was kind of point blanks were kind of my kryptonite too. I don't know. I kind of just whenever I saw someone, I would just like slide into them. I mean, that's really kind of all I did.
God, you tell I don't play much right now. I forgot about sliding, dolphin diving. What's up, wild man? Welcome to the podcast. Now, again, if the chat, if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask away. If you have any info on this subject at hand on League play, the 60,000 banned counts from Warzone or Call of Duty in general. Last night I came across my first cheater on hacker in multiplayer in Cold War, and everybody in the lobby dogged this kid, and it was obvious. It wasn't no hiding it. I mean, when he shot the kid through the bus and it locked on two people behind him, and his character just snapped around and dropped two people. I mean, that's clear as day. I mean, it was fun. I mean, dude, I was just laughing, but everybody was like, you know how it is. Yeah, I mean, they were going in on this soul, and he didn't even care. He was just laughing, and he still didn't do good, right? Like, he wasn't like if you give a good skill player aimbot, dude, I'm dropping 100. I don't even care. Like, I'm dropping 100.
See, that's the thing too. I feel like some people like know how to fake it, so that way, like, are they cheating or are they not? Because they like went so bad. You think if they're cheating, they're gonna do really good, but
give them an Oscar. Because I wouldn't be hiding it, son. If I had that, I'd be lighting people. I wouldn't even care.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. But
I'd be setting records. I don't even care. You want to test that? I don't care.
Yeah. I think. I mean, I've probably run up against like a lot, just because I played a lot. I mean, I'm not like a rank 1,000 or anything, but I played against a lot of players, and I'm sure there was probably some that were cheating. I don't actually officially know that, but I've reported a bunch of players. So,
Bullet, I've been trying to focus on the 100 club. I've got to 87. That's the highest I've got in the game is 87 kills. I was going super hard, but it was hardcore now. But hey, I was rolling on it.
I think I got to like 70, 78 this game. I haven't really gotten like that high.
Yeah.
I'll try once I get all my guns done.
There's been some games at the beginning, like I used the Bullfrog that game, and the Bullfrog in hardcore is pretty dominant. It's
Bullfrog in core is dominant.
It's a good, and people sleep on it. Let me tell you something. I don't know if you played Warzone or not. I played a lot of Ground War in Modern Warfare, and when Warzone came out, they were talking about how the M4 was good. And I said, y'all boys are sleeping on the Kilo. That Kilo is dirty. I'm going to tell you, yeah, the spread is a little different, but boy, when you hit them, even distance. And now, when they started dropping, I went, yeah, I knew it first, Nick Merckx. What's up? I was telling y'all from the get-go, right, how bad the Kilo was. It was good. I mean,
yeah, I like the Kilo. I didn't use. I mean, I don't play Warzone a whole lot, so but I played it in multiplayer, and I loved the Kilo. I actually liked it a lot.
It was good up close, long distance. I mean, it was solid. I mean, I question people when they play Warzone because you knew they watch YouTubers. I'm like, dude, do some investigation on your own. Do we have a slot open for a new emote? Ooh, new emote time. All right. Do you feel like with them having rank play that the skill-based matchmaking they'll tone it down? Do you feel like they will still keep it there for the new players that are in Call of Duty now?
I mean, they should tone it down. Will they? I don't know. I mean, I think they definitely should, but I don't know if they will.
I think that's something that we're going to have to wait and see. Because, dude, I know I enjoy my pubs. I love getting on playing some TDM or some Nuketown or Raid, and just God, I feel like I am playing ranked. That's how I feel.
Right. I feel like I'm playing against Optic Gaming and
100 Thieves, Atlanta FaZe.
Yeah, like it's ridiculous sometimes. I can't. I literally told you earlier I died like 8 times, spawn killed, and I was like, I can't do that. Like, and there's nothing I'm doing that the reason why I'm dying.
I haven't even noticed. Is there anything going on in the COD app, like the little events they have each week? Are they still pumping them out, or are they still doing that? Are you just getting? Yep. Man, I'll tell you something. If they add like some type of new outfit for that, man, so many people will do that. Man, oh man, they got a potential. Not even bring like. They could bring it back almost like Clan Wars was. Like, if you won that week, you unlocked the gear. They could do that for that clan app. I mean, they give us what? Double XP, like tokens.
Weapon XP. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you use the COD app for the TGBG challenges. I mean, and people do it. I mean, people are on that jump playing. I mean, I was laughing because I was in Pone Stars, and I was in their Discord there for a while. And he was looking for players to get on and do it, just to have some people to play with and go for the challenges and see how they can win. I mean, just something. I mean, they got to get something to get back people playing together, I feel like. And maybe rank play will be good and all, but I don't know. I mean, right now, like, kids at school now are playing Rocket League like crazy. I mean, there's so many other games that people are I won't say not jumping ship yet, but they get pretty close to jumping ship on COD.
Yeah,
and
I think league play will help with that too a little bit, because when you go into league play, you're not going to want to really. I mean, you're not going to want to, but if you have like a team with you, obviously it helps. So I mean, it might get more people to play together that way. But I have seen a lot of people switch over to Rocket League for some reason. I don't know why.
I have too. I've seen people like even streamers. Like I watched Douglas Raw and TP and. They were on Rocket League the other day, and I went, "What?" Like, yeah. I'm not used to seeing them, and I don't know how long Nick Merck streams. I know he streams during the day now, but you notice how now he's starting to lift weights, in the evening. Like, so, like, I mean, people are starting to slowly get away in a sense. I mean, I don't think Nick Merck's totally, because he's a good player.
Yeah, he won't stop playing it.
Ooh, what's up, girl? I had my cup out. I used it yesterday. I just, it's crazy. It's up there. So, COD News, Activision banned 60,000 accounts on Tuesday, I do believe, yesterday, which was crazy, from Bobby Puff blowing up on stream and then getting a buttload of views, to Vic Star leaving Warzone. Is that enough? Is this banning enough? I know people can make accounts. We're doing IP bans. It's still so crazy to even that's what it is. We're dealing with cheaters right now. I mean, it's I don't know if you remember, like, people will host boot. Remember that we're not host, but like if you were the host, they boot you offline. Like, that was a thing. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't bad. Like, it was bad, but not like crazy bad. It would happen to every game. But
right.
Now that's like double that with hackers. It's just oh my God, that scared me half to death. Woo! Don't get rid of the party poppers. Boy, that's a good emote. I don't even have that, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. Where's my party ones? Pow, 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 pow. I think I'll put my chef out there too. All right, now I think it's time. It's time to talk about the sports. It is time. I noticed you got your Tom Brady jersey on. You ready to rock and roll? Yeah. He did clarify, tell me that he is not a Buccaneers fan, but is a Tom Brady fan. So that's hey, you gotta he's the GOAT. right now. As far as I'm concerned, he's one of the best we're going to see in the NFL. I think we got some newcomers which we talked about, which we'll talk about in the chat. So I put a poll out on Twitter and only have 5 votes. I'm a little sad about it, but it's okay. I don't know, people. It's again, people are busy working. I get it. I totally feel you. But with 5 votes, it's not a lot. Tampa Bay was the majority winner of this, 80-20. People think that Tampa Bay is going to pull the win off in the Super Bowl. Now, I can't. I'm not gonna get into the spread because I have no idea what the score is going to be like. I'm a little scared of what the score could be like. Or I noticed anybody in here at TGBG, Tony has come up with this kind of like little bet thing we got going on, like who wins the like what the national anthem's going to be sang a certain amount of time, who's going to win the coin flip, all this crazy mess. This to have some fun, but I'm honestly, personally, and I'll let you give me your input. Is I don't know what kind of score we're going to see in the Super Bowl this year. I hope it's not one-sided. I hope it's not one-sided. And I don't know how you feel about that.
I don't think it will be. I have the Bucks winning 31-27.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's going to be a really close game. It could come down to a Brady, last minute drive, or maybe the Chiefs have the ball and get stopped. But I think 31-27. I think if I look at like the team as a whole, or both teams as a whole, I would rather go up against Kansas City's defense than Tampa Bay's. And I think that's really the only difference maker. The only thing that kind of would throw my prediction off is if Brady gets pressured a lot.
Yeah.
That's the thing that kind of makes him, I don't want to say shaky, but for some reason, like both the Super Bowls that they've lost to the Giants, he was sacked a lot, and the Giants had a stacked defensive line each time.
Yeah.
So I think if something like that happens, he may not win. But if they keep him clean, he has a good pocket, I think that they win.
Bullet, are you pulling for Kansas City Chiefs by that? Foles.
Probably because she's I mean, come
on. Bullet's going with the Chiefs. I'll be honest with you. I am torn. To me, okay, I'm not getting that conspiracy mess, but I think it is funny. Okay, just funny that the Super Bowl is being played in Tampa Bay, right? They won it. They won the thing, and now Tampa Bay is in it. I think it's kind of funny. I'm not trying to say it's rigged by any means, but if it was, just saying that, if it was, that was pretty smart because I feel like NFL this year isn't getting the greatest ratings because of COVID, right? I don't know, right? But man, have Tom Brady back with a new team. They go to the Super Bowl at Tampa Bay. I mean, that's where I'm like, but they've proven all year they've been pretty good. I mean, that's the thing. It's been, they've had some up and downs, like old games. They've had some games where they have dominated in. So that's what's been like. That's why I'm just saying, like, the back of my mind, I'm like, but they've done good, and Kansas City's just been dominant. Oh, Basin's in here.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the games that Tampa Bay lost to New Orleans, they had the same thing that I talked about with like the Giants against the Patriots in the Super Bowl. The defensive line with Cameron Jordan was destroying Brady the whole game.
Tony, thanks for the sub. Tampa Bay all the way.
Nice. And if they do that, I think Kansas City will win if that happens. But I also just remember too that Sammy Watkins could miss because he's hurt, in which that'll hurt the Chiefs. They also have a couple players that could miss because of COVID. They were close contacts, so they have to get tested and every day until the Super Bowl, which they could play if they are negative every day. And the barber that some of the players use tested positive today for coronavirus.
Oh, so man.
Some of the players that got their haircut by him, I mean, they said they were wearing masks and stuff, so like they should be okay, but they have to get tested now.
Do you feel like now? if they're, let's just say they get a lot of players tested positive, do you think that they will postpone the Super Bowl for another week? Or do you think they will say, no, we're set? Because you got to think, look how many times they did that for games this year. And
Yeah.
I mean, that's another thing. The COVID world now is just crazy. They are not in a bubble.
I think what it would
No
come
shot
down
at
to
postpone.
it would come down to who is testing positive. If
Oh,
if Mahomes or Brady or someone like that tested positive, they might postpone it. But if it's just some random player, then I think that they will continue on with it. It's a lot of money that they have to give up, and in a year where they're already losing a lot of money.
I didn't think about
So
that. The advertising alone would
right,
not. Yeah, I was just I'm just throwing it out there because like the COVID world we're living in now. That's something we got to think about until this stuff gets out of the picture. I mean, I just remember the college football games this year. I mean, they postponed. They'd be like 2 or 3 weeks, and they're like backing it up. I mean, it's just crazy alone. How do you feel about the trash talking that has happened? Because this was crazy to me now. Since everything is so internet based and we can chit chat with everybody, everything. Hey, how have you liked the trash talking? I died laughing. I don't know if it was true or not when they got Tom Brady picking the phone up on the sideline and he was calling Bill Belichick that he was going to the Super Bowl and the Patriots wasn't. I thought, dude, I was cracking up. I mean, there's been some good trash talking so far. I don't know, man. I feel like between TikTok and Instagram and like there's been some trash talking, between these two teams. I think it's pretty. He's the only guy I like less Tampa, but I mean, it's been pretty good so far. I've been enjoying I've enjoyed the trash talking more than anything.
yeah. I mean, I like it too. I mean, it depends on, I guess, what it is for like trash talk, but uh, I'm usually all for it. I mean, you usually just have to back it up though, because
True.
if you don't, then it looks bad.
Now we're gonna get some technical, offensively wise. All right, I know, like again, like I told you earlier, we were chit chatting. I haven't kept up with much NFL this year, and for a couple years I haven't kept up with it, but I do a little bit. And what I've seen this year, I feel like y'all don't get mad at me, okay? Fans in here or Tampa Bay fans, I feel like Kansas City is a more dominant team going to the Super Bowl. That's just me. I'm on the sideline here, I'm just watching. Now I'm not gonna doubt Brady by any means. The man's been there too many times not to know how to rally the troops and get there. I feel that way, but that's why I say I hope it's not a. Who did Kansas City beat? This is how bad for them. Who they beat last week again in Super Bowl.
Buffalo.
I mean, again, I feel they're gonna beat the brakes off the Buffalo Bills anyway.
Right,
But
I think they've had an easier road.
you did have easier road. I will say, man, Tampa Bay, that's a tough little. I mean, again, that's how I feel. I feel like Kansas City is the more powerhouse or the better overall team. I could be shocked. I mean, again, I'm on the sideline. So, what's your input?
I mean, it's the same thing. If you look at the Chiefs now, the Chiefs are just kind of in the position that the Patriots were in when they had Brady.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, how do I want to call it? Everyone's thing that they kept like harping on with Brady was that he played in an easy division where he played with the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Jets. So now, which granted that's AFC East, but if you look at the AFC as a whole, I mean, Kansas City, they really didn't go through anyone like too good. I mean, they had to beat the Browns and then the Bills. The Browns, yes, were good and they showed a lot this year.
They gave them more fight than the Bills did.
They did.
They gave them a lot. That was a big game.
Their first time in the playoffs in 20 years or something.
Man, you gotta love the Browns though, man.
Yeah, I mean, I actually do like some of the players that the Browns have. It just hasn't worked out. But
a couple years ago, they won a game. So.
Right. If you look at the teams that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers played in the playoffs, I mean, they had to go through the Saints, they had to go through the Packers. Like, those are two really good teams, and the Packers have been. I think I heard on ESPN they said that they've been in the last 4 NFC Championship games,
Yeah.
and they've lost all 4 of them. But and Tampa Bay wasn't. They didn't have the luxury of having the number 1 seed, so they didn't have a bye week 1. So I mean they've had the harder road to get to the playoffs, and the Chiefs haven't really had to play anyone that good just because the AFC is weaker.
I think this year the AFC is weaker. I feel like we didn't have the Steelers do anything crazy wise. I mean, there's been, a lot more inconsistency on the AFC side than the NFC. I felt like this year. Me just watching bits and pieces. Defensive wise, I feel like they're both pretty. They're both up there. Defensive wise, both teams are going to be. I feel like are strong in their ways. I feel like Again, I feel like both offenses are potentially high scoring teams. It's going to come down to defense and a kicker. I don't want to see no death threats for kicker, but we might see it. If a kicker starts messing up, we could see something crazy happen.
We could. I mean, I think. And again, this isn't. I'm not saying Kansas City is a bad team and they're lucky to be in the Super Bowl. I'm just saying that Tampa Bay as a whole has been up against harder competition.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
And defensive wise, really for me, the only person I worry about on Kansas City's defense is Tyrann Mathieu. He's one of my favorite players, and he has a knack for finding like where the ball is at all times. He can create fumbles, he can intercept the ball, he can hit immensely hard, and he's a force on defense, and he can play corner, he can play safety, like he can do it all pretty much. So he's like the one guy. I don't really worry about their line because they have like one guy on the interior that they have to worry about, and then they have to worry about Tyrann Mathieu. Those are the 2 people that they have to worry about.
You were saying the Super Bowls that New England lost when Brady was there was defensive. The defenses were really pushing them. Of course, they know this themselves. They're going to do the research, and the coaches will. I feel like the first quarter they're going to be sending people that crazy to the start. I feel like that way. And I don't want to see Brady get hurt, but if they don't, that's when Brady's going to do Brady things and start. We've seen it. We've seen it in the past. You never count them out with him throwing the ball. It's one of those things. What's up, Mr. Fantastic? And along with that, and I told you, I feel like this is such a big Super Bowl. To me, this is big, right? I feel like, and I don't want Tom Brady to, and Tom Brady's eventually going to have to retire, right? We all know this. I feel like this game is like we're giving the torch off, like we're handing it off, right? You got Patrick Mahomes. Last year was his rookie year. Was that right? Was his last year's rookie year?
It wasn't his rookie year, but he's been in the league. He's been in the league for 3 years.
So he's
his second year as a full-time starter.
So already got a Super Bowl and now back in it, right? I feel like the momentum in this one has that big thing. Like if let's say Kansas City wins, it's like passing the torch. You know what I'm trying to say? Like Tom Brady's going to eventually. Tom Brady's got a couple more years left. Let's be honest. I wouldn't even say he came this far, but he has. He keeps telling. He still got it. But I feel like this one is so big because you got the young hot gun quarterback who is proving himself and doing things, and you got the GOAT Tom Brady over here. Like I feel like it's going to be that handoff. We'll have another elite quarterback because I feel like Mahomes is going to be here for a while. I don't feel like he will not be going down for 2018 when he was a rookie year. Mason, thank you, sir. So yeah,
he played behind Alex Smith, and then they got rid of Alex Smith, and he went to Washington, and then and then he reached the AFC Championship game his first year against the Patriots, lost, and then made it to the Super Bowl last year.
And then he got hurt. He got hurt at Washington too. Alex Smith did pretty bad.
Yes, he did.
Bad. His leg,
Joe Theismann, pretty much. Actually, same.
Yeah, pretty close. I know. I cry. I was seeing it. I go, I get a little sick because it was bad.
They literally, someone, I think it was ESPN or someone listed it on Twitter, the similarities in Joe Theismann and his injury. so it was against the same person. It was at the same yard line, same amount of time, same score. Everything was
Oh
the
God,
exact same.
that's
And
creepy.
it was on the anniversary of Joe Theismann's injury. It
That's
was, dude, it was weird.
that's
When I
creepy.
saw that.
So, but that's how I feel with this Super Bowl leading up to it. The hot
There's
gun.
definitely a lot of stories to
I mean,
it.
there's so much, and then you got the other Kansas City Chiefs players who are young players that are really they're running back they got, Bo, and I'm not good with names. That's a stud player. I'm talking,
Yep.
and then we
I'm
got the
blanking on his name right now.
we got the old timers on Tampa Bay, and we got the new guns on this one. That's what it's like. It's like passing the torch off. I feel like this is such a big Super Bowl. It's gonna come up.
Yeah.
Yes,
Friday was hilarious. Yeah.
yes, amazing. Like, dude, I'm talking, buddy. That Joker's he keeps
Yeah,
like
they definitely
that.
have some talent.
Some talent, yes. A good coach. I mean, that's how I feel like this Super Bowl. It's a handing off the torch. That's how I feel like it could be. It could be. Hey, Brady, come in, smack him, son. I mean, that's the thing. Been there, done that. He's got how many now? He knows what he's doing. That's the thing.
Yeah, he's only been there 10 times.
And what? How many?
He's won 6.
Like that's the other side of my head. If Brady plays like he did against Green Bay, Kansas City wins big. But again, it's Green Bay. That's the thing I always say. It's Green Bay, dude. You got to play Green Bay at Green Bay in the playoffs, buddy. You beat them. I mean, and he beat them in playoffs. That's like you said. Green Bay's blah 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 blah. Buccaneers have been tested so far. And that's where it's like, yeah, Brady didn't play good, but they still won. That's why he's so you can't count him out. But I'm gonna tell you something. I just hope they don't. Kansas City just don't come out firing off cylinders because I hope it could get crazy.
If they do kind of send out all out blitzes, I think Brady will. He knows. He literally said, what was it, 2 years ago, where he said, "I have all the answers to the test now." So, like, because he's been in the league for so long, he's seen so much, like, he knows. So if Kansas City does do that, I mean, he'll have a plan in place to do it. Granted, they might get to him a couple times, but, I mean, that's not anything really to worry about.
I like Mason said Brady's the only guy who can throw 3 straight interceptions and still win against a guy who's usually capitalizing those situations. It's like voodoo magic. Hey, you got it or you don't. That's the thing with Brady, man. It's like he never was picked. He never got to play much in college. He wasn't highly drafted, but he came out to prove a point, and he still is proving points. That's why I can't count out Tampa Bay in this game. Like I can't. Like I want to because I feel like Kansas City's better, but then it's like on the other hand I can't because Brady has that way with players, man. Get them on the same page and hey, I got you. We know what to do. Yep. And yes, anybody in TGBG, if you look in the Sports Bar channel, Tony has got a bet thing going on, like a big bet, like who's going to win the coin toss. I mean, it's up there. So you're telling me Aaron Rodgers can only must 6 points after his D gets 3 straight interceptions? Voodoo.
I mean, it's
tough.
That is more on. So, Brady now and Brady when he first started in New England has crazy defenses. So that's literally what it comes down to. I mean, Brady didn't throw 3 straight picks in the Super Bowl against Seattle, Philadelphia. So, like, I mean, he didn't have the defenses really to do that in those ones. But now he has the defense. He can get away with it. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Is he can get away with playing lesser version of football than most quarterbacks can because of the defense that he has. If he had Green Bay's defense, he wouldn't be able to throw 3 picks in a row because Green Bay's defense would be letting up points like they did.
Yeah. It's going to be. I hope it's a good one. I mean, I hope it is. It comes down to the wire, and it's a good one.
I think it will.
I think again, like I'm gonna say the voodoo, like Mason's saying. Tampa Bay is playing home field advantage Super Bowl. I mean, I it's one of those things like if it's going to happen. I mean, Green Bay's defense was the one who got 3 straight interceptions, and Alexander is probably the best quarterback of the game. Watch your mouth, Calamity.
I'm not trying to. I like Rodgers. I like the Packers. It's just it is what it is. Their defense is not that good. So I mean, if Brady was in Rodgers' position and threw 3 picks, we'd be playing a different team in the Super Bowl.
3 straight interceptions. Voodoo. Hey, he's got something working for him. I don't know what it is, but it's working. And he's going to use every bit of it. I mean, hey, I mean, it's Tom Brady. I don't know what else to say. It's Tom Brady. I mean, he's there for, I mean, I don't know. You know how it is. It's. I think it's going to be a good Super Bowl. I honestly can't wait for the commercials. I hope the commercials are good. You know, I always look forward to commercials. All right.
I'm excited for that too.
Next thing on the list is NC. My man sold his soul. Got Drew Brees killed in college. Dude, that's another thing. All right. So before we talk about the game, another thing. All these iconic quarterbacks are retiring. Drew Brees is gone. Phillip Rivers is gone. Don't know about Brady. He said he's got maybe 1 or 2 more years left. Don't know.
Yeah, he's fine.
Aaron Rodgers, I don't know if he's probably, I don't know how long he's got left. No, we got so many of these iconic quarterbacks are starting to get up on their age, and I was talking to you about it earlier about the new and upcoming players. Now, I like more college and high school players. Rodgers just won an MVP. He's got some years left. He does. He does got years left. But, eventually, man.
Maybe not with Green Bay.
And, and Ben Roethlisberger's done. I mean, seeing him sitting on the sideline that one day is, that's tough, man. I mean, I've been watching him in Miami of Ohio and playing college football. Look how big this quarterback is. I mean, he's slinging it. Shut your mouth, Clint. These iconic players are retiring. And you and me talked about it briefly. I keep a lot into high school football and college football. The kids that are coming up now into men and playing ball, I'm talking they're scary. I'm talking some freakishly athletes and size at such a young age. The quarterback for Seattle we talked about. You're talking about I don't know his name. I just know he's a freak of nature for his size, run that fast. For Seattle is the wide receiver we're talking about.
DK Metcalf.
I mean, and Russell Wilson ain't going nowhere, player. I mean, I get mad every day that he was at NC State and he left NC State to go to Wisconsin. Hey, trust me. And so when I see these athletes coming in, and I talk about the one that stands out to me is the defensive end for Washington Redskins. That's a big youngin. I don't care. When I see that youngin at his age, that size, oh my God. And that's what's coming more and more up. And the quarterbacks that are coming up are getting, okay, I'm going to say they're getting smarter, right? But they're showing a lot more elite plays in college. Hopefully that can go over to the NFL. Justin Fields. Like you said, I'm with you on that one. I do believe he's going to be a lot better in the NFL than Trevor Lawrence will be. I think he's just a better overall quarterback. But again, I can't leave out Trevor Lawrence coming in the NFL. Them two are going to be hopefully in this different division. We're going to be, it's going to be one of those. And the Alabama quarterback, there's so many key players that are coming up, and I hope they take advantage of the opportunity. It's going to be NFL is looking great for the future right now.
Yeah, I mean, to me, you can have everything planned out in your head when you're a college quarterback coming into the pros. My worry with Trevor Lawrence is going to be that how can he take a hit? He's going to be taking a hit from obviously it depends on where he goes.
And we talked about that too.
Yeah, I think when he takes a hit from Khalil Mack or J.J. Watt or someone or Chase Young for that matter, does he get back up or does he get skittish? Because sometimes you can see them even number 1 overall picks, they won't be able to play anymore.
Yeah,
because they took that one hit and that scared them.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I mean, it could happen with Justin Fields too, but
I
I'm
don't.
more worried about Trevor Lawrence
You
than I
know,
am Fields.
and that's when I say like I watch because when I watched him in that Elite Eight in high school football, and watching the old Seattle quarterback when he was coaching them, he said, "Mark my words, you're going to see them too in many Super Bowls." He goes, "When you watch some young men do that 7-on-7 and how they are reading everything, how these top elite quarterbacks in NFL are supposed to read at the doing at this young age, he's like, they're going to be old timers mentally reading defenses. Again, like we've seen them in college, right? Yeah. College is, but we know in college, right? We know Ohio State's going to be, we know who's going to win, right? What we think we do. But if they show up, oh, this is no brainer. But still, they're there making these passes, doing these plays that are just up there with some of the greatest that we've seen. I see that more now than when I've seen with the Cam Newton, some of these other quarterbacks that were good in college. I see that more now, and I feel like these kids now will be better in the NFL than they were then. Yeah, Cam Newton, them guys, they had their chance, but something didn't. I didn't see that gameplay in college like I did in the NFL. Like I don't see that mentality, that mental state that these boys are showing as they're coming up. And size and the size, dude. I'm just Zion. I don't even know who we're talking about. Zion is a running back for Georgia. It might be Zeus or Zion. I can't remember his name. He come from North Carolina, where I'm from. Hour and a half down the road from me. A grown man already in high school playing against these little kids. I'm talking grown man. And you see him now in Georgia, and I'm thinking like, boy, why is Georgia not running this kid? I mean, he had to work for his yards in high school against these bigger 4A schools and pounding it. I'm thinking like there is so many, and there's probably been this way forever. I've just seen it a lot more now since I have to help coach football and I see these kids. I'm like, Lord have mercy. I mean, college cannot be easy for some of these kids. These are some just freakishly athletes that are coming out now. It blows my mind. And
yeah, I mean, you can be a freak though, like a freak athlete like that. But if
yeah,
take a hit from a 30-year-old lineman and see, I mean, it's a lot more experience, and there's a lot more weight behind that hit.
True, like I told you, like me, whenever they were talking about if I'm a quarterback and I have Ray Lewis standing in front of me, I know that's going to hurt. I don't care. I don't care if it. That's a grown man that's been in the league for how long. You're going to feel that hit. It's going to be different from college ball. It's going to be different. And again, I can't imagine the trash talking. I can't imagine what gets said. Having a whole new playbook. The guy that Peyton Manning calls. My God, I used to laugh so hard. See, I can't. I mean, the stuff that from college and football, I mean, NFL is totally different. But I just feel like the kids that are starting to come into the NFL now are going to be, the future's looking bright for the NFL. I hope.
Yeah, I think Mason's right too when he says they're basically one read offenses and their wide receivers run simple routes. I mean, I think college needs to get a little bit more difficult and creative for their like game plan or play calls. And if they were to do that, I think players would be a lot more NFL ready when they come up.
Well, I feel like college ball, and I don't know how Mason feels about this, but college football is starting to get a lot more competitive with these little schools coming in playing these bigger schools and give them a little bit more of a run for their money. We don't take them lightly. Clemson runs a more pro-friendly offense. They do.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the college, but I mean, most colleges have a pretty simple offense. I think. Like, I mean, I don't want to say I could run it, but I mean, I'm like, it's a dumbed down version of NFL.
Yeah, and I just feel that way with college now. When you see some of these schools that are not, known for football, but they're getting these kids who can't make it to these big schools, and they're competing with these bigger schools now. Maybe and we're not dropping. It's not 70-14. And they're starting to get some schools that are starting to make a push on some of these big schools. I noticed that this year. College was different this year. I noticed that more a lot this year, and that could just be
sometimes the college schedule. Like there was, it wasn't this year, but it was like a year or two ago when Alabama played some a random team that I've never heard of in my life, and I'm like, why are they playing them? And sure enough, they won like by like a score of what you just said, like 75-14. I'm like, what is the purpose of that game?
Because Nick Saban said it. Nobody wanted to play them that one year. They had a schedule. They had to put in the schedule, and nobody wanted to play them. So they had to pay that school for them to play them. That's some schools, but they were talking like small schools, right? My amazing. I know you're a Michigan State. You're a Michigan fan, and I'm not gonna get too crazy, but like when people were, this was back in the day when Appalachian State beat Michigan, right? Like I'm from North Carolina, and I know Appalachian State football. Even though it's Michigan, right? I know it's Michigan. You don't hold that team back because they're Division II, because them boys can play football. That's where it's like, I see that more now. But again, like that was one of those weird moments where they lost. But Michigan should have won a lot more dominant in that game. But you're starting to see these little schools come in more, banned for thing. Let's see here, Michigan college schedules are done years in advance. Some majority of them are, but not the little games, like the games that don't, like the non-conference games. They do those maybe a year or two in advance, yes. But again, when teams don't want to play you, you got to find somebody to play you.
I don't care what amount of money Alabama would pay me. I am not getting absolutely destroyed by them.
If I'm not mistaken, Clemson. No, somebody can fact check me on this. I don't know. I'm trying to remember here. It just popped in my head. Clemson or Alabama, somebody had to pay a school. They paid them $1 million to play them.
Still not worth it, in my opinion.
I mean, now again, like I could be wrong, but I remember seeing that, and they were talking about why they want to play these schools. Again, like, hey, numbers reach in the BCA standings, right? You want to play the tougher schools, get a better rate. But again, if you show up with an 8-0 record and other teams is 12-0, that plays a big toll in the playoff system we got and how strong your conferences are. Like, all that plays, Again, it's a good practice game to try some plays, I guess. I don't know, and it's one of those crazy things.
I mean, if you do beat them too, like, then obviously that's good for your school too. You're the school that took out Alabama, but like,
buddy,
rarity of that happening.
Yeah. And that's going to go to the next one. NCAA football is coming back. I don't know about anybody in chat. Calamity, how you feel about it? I'm so excited. I hope, okay, so the reason why they stopped it because they feel like the players should get paid, right? They're on the cover. They're all this and that. Like, I'm hoping that NCAA, the buttholes that they are, maybe, I don't know. You know how they are. God forbid. Look at NCAA now. If we're talking about this for the itself, if a player's doing YouTube, Destroyer, he was a kicker, had to give up his college scholarship because he's making money off YouTube because of his ability. GM Golf, who's a golfer, started making them trick shot videos and lost his golf scholarship because he was making money off YouTube. I think that's pretty. I think that's dumb in my experience. I mean, this kid is an entrepreneur. He's learning. It's one now. YouTube is a career now. I mean, it's 2021. They're gonna have to get off that. I'm hoping now maybe some players will get money. Like, I don't know how it's gonna work, but I'm just pumped. I don't know about y'all, but man, I played more NCAA football than I did COD. I played that game for hours.
I'm definitely excited for it. I mean, I'm not a big college person, but I think I always liked it because you can create a guy and you can take him into Madden. And
man, I forgot all about that. And the team. You could take your team to. Could you take your team to the NFL? I can't remember how that goes. I can't remember how that went.
Maybe, but I know you definitely take your guy.
Now I'm not the greatest, player, right? By any means, I get work sometimes, but I truly enjoyed it. Me and my buddy J-Mo would do an online dynasty together. We always picked the worst teams in NCAA. And I was Army, he was Miami of Ohio, and we we try to go undefeated on the highest difficulty and try to see each other in the championship, and it was always fun. And then you got the recruiting. That was so much fun. The road to Heisman, I don't know if y'all remember that. The road to Heisman, that was wild. That was fun. Especially if you sucked at it, dude. God, you never got in a game or like that. You're like, man, coach, I put all this time and play. Um,
Right.
Create your own team. Now, there's a guy called I think his name is Panda Express on YouTube, where he still got to play it, and he would make his own team. And they were called Panda the Express. He'd be like, Panda Express is going to get to the Orange Bowl against such and such team. I hope we fare out well. Like I can't wait. I that's gonna be fun.
Definitely good. It'll be interesting to see how they do the payment thing. I don't know, because if they use real players, and I mean, you're gonna have to pay them. So I mean, because you're not allowed to do that. So it'll be interesting to see how that works. I think they deserve to get paid, but that's a whole other issue.
It's just like NFL. Mason, you're lucky because they've cut the servers off on Xbox. For NCAA, they're gone. Like, you can just play it, right? But like, I like the online dynasty part and create my own team. I can't do that no more. I cried. I tried to do it last year. I was like, oh man, I can't. This blows. I look at it like this. Look how much Justin Fields, I forgot what his number was. How many jerseys got sold? I guarantee you it's up there with NFL players' jerseys being sold. Because there are some die-hard college football fans, and they eat, breathe. Mason's a Michigan fan. Tell me right now he don't have a Michigan jersey. I don't have a state jersey because nobody. I mean, Russell Wilson was gone by the time they started pumping them things out. But I would have got me Russell Wilson's NC State jersey if he was still there. You best believe it. I mean, that's the thing. The money that they're making. Oh, and I don't know, numbers wise. Like, I know, like, NFL makes a buttload of money, right? And we're going down a wild rabbit hole here. He has a few Michigan jerseys. I found out because I had one of my former golfers. He's a golf professional at one of the golf courses I play at. He went to Carolina, and he was telling me just how much money a home game makes on average. $10 million they make on a Saturday. Concessions, jerseys, hats, tickets. $10 million. And they can't get a kid that's sitting here pumping that program on ESPN, on TV, with that Clemson jersey, or whatever jersey on, walking, and this camera's on them.
The problem that they're running into is...
You got a Charles Woodson jersey? Oh, God, that scared Jesus out of me.
They can't...
Tony, thank you for the 100 bits, sir.
They can't pay everyone the same, so...
Oh, no. Yeah, I get that.
That's the difficulty that they're running into. They're trying to figure out how much they're going to pay to, each player of each team. So,
Brady, baby.
I like, if you look at Alabama will have... I mean, most of their money's probably through football. Or is definitely through football. But...
They have good baseball.
Yeah, but
I'm with you, like... Put butts in the seat, then put more people in the stands. I'm with you now.
Right, and then so they will obviously pay their football players more than any other program. They just got to figure out the scale and of how much. But I mean, we'll see if that actually happens. But and they need to start paying them for stuff like video games and jersey sales and stuff like that.
Well, I see what you're saying now, because I mean, if you look at Alabama as a whole. Now, I'm not sure on other sports. I know they have a good baseball program. They have a good men's and women's golf team. I don't know about any other sports. I think basketball, maybe they're okay in basketball.
The basketball, they're pretty good. I think they might be top 10 right now.
Right, but women's softball, that's right. Women's softball, they're good. So that's the next thing. Like, if you're telling me he's getting the money, why can't I get something? And if you look at the northern schools, right? Because I like college wrestling. Buddy, you start getting to Michigan, Ohio State, Montana. Yep. I mean, you got these kids going into the Olympics for wrestling. I mean, that's where, I know they want to pay the players. It's up there. I know, and what you just said made total sense. The scale, it's going to have to be, because all you see now, football and basketball.
I mean, even if you look at so I'm in Maine, and if you look at us, our big thing here is, I mean, we're okay at football, but not
hockey.
Really, but it's hockey, yeah. So our hockey players are gonna get paid differently than our football players, and they're going to get paid differently than our basketball players, just because of the programs bring in more money.
And I'm not seeing ESPN cover college hockey. Not much.
Yeah, they haven't.
Not much at all.
They usually do sometimes. Like most years, they usually do. I don't know. I wonder if it's because of
when it starts getting to the championship, yeah. But like regular season, you don't see hardly anything. Baseball, the same way in softball. Not until they get to Omaha, buddy. You don't see hardly no coverage unless a player does. ESPN covers a lot of college hockey. Maybe in your area, but in my area, I don't see no hockey whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't usually see a whole lot a year, and this is like a hockey state, so.
And so that's where I feel like, the scale, and I'm glad NCAA is coming back. So maybe they have got something on the books, but I'm glad it's back. I am ecstatic it's back. Madden's Madden. I don't like Madden. I haven't liked Madden since 1998. Madden's been the last time I truly have liked it. It's just been up and down the whole time, and now I don't keep up with players, and the packs got to open. I am completely lost. Yeah, and I cannot hang playing against somebody. I'll get worked. I'm not even gonna lie.
I just do it for franchise.
And that's fun too.
That's the only thing I play on Madden.
But you know what? I noticed it in this past Madden at the beginning. You play as a Clemson player, or is it an Oregon player? Was it Oregon? Like you had to pick.
I don't even know.
Like you had to pick for your franchise player. I was like, Back in my mind, I was like, maybe something's working, because I had to get that clearance to put that Clemson logo on there. So somebody got paid. You know what I'm trying to say? All right. You're the man for this one, because I don't do things football league. It's over my head. I can't keep up with it. I'm lost. I only know one big trade, draft things going on in NFL. I know Detroit traded. I don't know what the trade consists of, but they got the LA Rams quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And how many picks?
They got 2 first-round picks and a third-round pick.
If I'm not mistaken, now again, like I have little bits of knowledge coming in my head. How many years since Detroit has not had a first-round draft pick? It's been quite a few. They have not got a big player yet.
Last year they just got Jeff Okudah, who's pretty good.
But they ain't getting no big name players.
They were pretty. I think they were later in the draft, because I think they traded. I think they swapped picks with someone in the first round, so they were later in the first round.
That was big, because I thought that was like Detroit lost a lot on that one. I felt like.
Yeah,
that was I know Brad. He's a good quarterback. I don't know how he'll fit in with the LA Rams. He's a slinger. I don't know.
He'll be good.
I think he'll be fine.
He'll be good. Yeah, he's definitely going to be a lot better in LA than he was in Detroit. I mean, Detroit, he had Kenny Galladay, who's a really good wide receiver. I like him a lot. And they also had Marvin Jones. But those aren't Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp. Like, those wide receivers in LA are a lot better, and they have a lot better run game. Detroit has no one.
I know. That's the thing.
I mean, DeAndre Swift is good, don't get me wrong, but they just had him for this year, so.
And another thing, because my dad's a Washington fan, and we got Coach Rivera. I don't see New England Patriots signing Cam Newton back again. I don't see that happening. I don't know where Cam's going to go. I don't know if Washington's going to pick him up, or he's going to be sitting there with no job come time next season.
I don't think he'll go to Washington, because I think Washington still has to pay Alex Smith. So
he can't play really, man. You gotta think, man. I know he got cleared, but dude, I mean,
he played pretty well. You got them in the playoffs.
But okay, here's my thing. All right, this is real. You coming off the defensive end, and you see Alex Smith. Are you going to full blown take this man's ass? Are you going to take his ass out? Knowing that he just broke his damn leg in half?
No.
I know, but my mind's thinking, I can't hit this man like I want to. Because this jerk just got back from snapping that bitch in half. That's just my mind. That's me being soft-hearted on that part. Like I come off the end, like I'm about to this bitch. He don't know I'm coming, and be like, oh God, no. I do feel like off-season trades this year is going to be a little crazy. I think because you got to think who's going to take Drew Brees' spot.
I think they said that Jameis Winston would just play.
Oh more. My God, that's terrifying.
So expect another 30-30 season.
Oh my God, Winston's still in it. I forgot about him. The crab stealing quarterback. Crab leg stealing quarterback. Crab legs. Oh man, I don't.
It'll be interesting because Aaron Rodgers still might leave. And sorry to bring this up again, Mason, but Aaron Rodgers could leave Green Bay too. So I mean, he said he's going to take some time to evaluate what he wants to do. I mean, he could just retire. I mean, who knows? I think he'll still play.
But I think this offseason is going to be crazy. I think it's going to be Watson. You know, we talked about the Texans and
I hope
and potentially J.J. Watt. They done, like you told me, which I didn't know that. Then said he has played his last game for the Texans. I'm like, where's he going to go? I mean, it's going to be some moves coming on, and with the kids coming in, they're getting. It's just going to be, like I said, this year's big, man. To me, this is the big year with the kids coming, the elite players that are coming in from college into the NFL, people who are retiring from the NFL. It's a big. The NFL, the 2021 season is going to be. It's going to be a little crazy. I feel like we're going to see some different things change. I feel like I know. I hope I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't know where Cam Newton's going to go. I don't know if he'll have a job or not. I really want him to work out, but I'm thinking, or I'm wanting them to do a package, the Patriots, for Watson and Watt.
I couldn't imagine how Bill Belichick talked to Cam Newton. I bet he downed that soul so bad.
He might have, but maybe. Who knows? Might not have said a word to him.
Superman thing. Oh man, so we got Bullets going for Kansas City. We got Tony Tampa Bay, you Tampa Bay. Amazing. I haven't heard your prediction yet. Amazing, who you going for? I don't know who's singing national anthem either. I haven't heard. Amazing's Kansas City. Oh, I think we got a mixed house. TGBG, we're pretty mixed on this on who's going to Super Bowl.
I know the Weeknd's doing the halftime show. I don't know who's singing the national anthem.
I'm going to stay neutral in this, and I'm going to say whoever wins because I don't know.
You're the tiebreaker.
I'm a tiebreaker. Not on score, just tiebreaker. Yep. I'm going to watch it for sure. I'm going to watch it, and I hope it's going to be good. I'm Mr. Fantastics. I'm eating food. I'm not going to do a spread. I think if anything, I may make my little cheese dip I do, and just eat some tortillas. And we're just going to just watch the game, drink some alcoholic beverages, and just sit back and watch some football. Hopefully, it's a good one. I really do. I got another topic on hand. This one I haven't wrote down, but it just hit me. Since we're talking about Call of Duty and NFL players, and this for anybody in the chat too, because I'm curious, how do you feel about these NFL players coming into Twitch and playing with these big streamers and stuff like that? How you feel about that?
I mean, I'm fine with it. I don't see why it would be an issue unless the player is spending too much time.
So that's why, Odell Beckham plays a lot of Warzone, buddy, a lot.
Well, I mean, he also tore his ACL or did something this year, so he couldn't play. So
I mean, true, but still, man, you know what I'm trying to say? Go to the game.
I mean, the one person I did have a problem with it was it was actually David Price for the Red Sox.
Yeah.
I know when he was with the Red Sox, they said something about him having carpal tunnel in his was it his wrists or his thumbs, and they said it was from either playing video games too much or whatever, which I highly doubt it was from playing video games too much. But he seemed to play all the time, and he wasn't performing well, so that was the one issue I had. But
now,
in terms of Juju Smith-Schuster or Odell Beckham Jr. or something streaming, I don't have a problem with it because
All right, let me throw this in the mix. I'm just gonna throw this in the mix. Okay, we're gonna throw it out there. Okay, so you don't mind it, but how do you feel about as yourself as a streamer? You know, again, I know they're pro athletes. They're gonna be verified. Do you feel like that is okay in that sense for them to be around the platform and go ahead and have the stuff that we thrive for to get to one day? Or do you think is that just too easily handed out? Or do you feel like they should have to grind? Again, they don't have to grind long because, I say that because I laughed at LeBron James' son joining FaZe there for a while there. I thought that was a joke. Because we all know, we talked about NCAA. If he shows any money income coming in, he ain't going to college ball.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can he even sign a contract?
And they were saying, get your dad to take care of it. Like, well, you gotta be careful. He can't show that. So him saying, oh yeah, I'm in FaZe, it's like, man, you got people busting their ass every single day. The FaZe 5. Remember the FaZe we had a week ago? Yep. Look how many good players didn't get in FaZe and feel like we should have. And I'm not picking them on LeBron James' son by any means. I'm just throwing that out there. Like, make some of these people, I had to bust my tail to get my Twitch thing going. I forgot what it's called now. My subscriber. Yeah, I had to grind my tail out. Now again, don't get me wrong. Juju Smith gets something like, hey, he's streaming. He's gonna have a couple thousand or 100 people, a couple hundred people, and they're watching him by all means. But I feel it should go through the same process as we all do. Just don't. Some people try to make this a living. I feel like, don't get me wrong, it's bringing the name to the platform. It's great, but it's like, dang, man.
It's hard because they are a celebrity, so I think Twitch knows that they're gonna hit those numbers eventually, anyways. So it probably won't be much of a grind for them. So I think that's probably why they do that. But I still think that they should, and if they stream normally, like you were saying Odell streams a lot, or like even Juju, like in the off season, like if they just streamed in their off time, they'd probably hit those numbers anyways. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm still okay with it.
I'm gonna tell you something. If I come across one of those in my call lobby, I'm smoking that joker. I don't even care. I'm gonna beat. You may beat me in a 40 run, but son, I just 360 wide no scope you, son. Get off the game. Oh man,
I think Juju's pretty good. I haven't seen Odell.
I don't care. They good in Warzone. That's just it. Be a multiplayer. I'm gonna bop you. Oh Lord. Okay, wait a minute. We got some chat going on top. Now we're talking about the coin toss, the percentages on coin toss. What?
Going to do like a survey on all of the.
Yes, he is. It is. Whoa! Hit a button. Hit a button here. I can't look at Discord at the same time, man. All right. Oh no! Let me hit a button here. Okay, we're back. I think that's kind of crazy. No, I didn't. Shoot. Give me a second here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm a ninja. There we go. Tony's bet. He's got the coin toss for Super Bowl. How long the national anthem is played, or the singer takes, which I think is, I hadn't even heard that type of bet. I mean, Tony's going out there, son. Those are the legit bets in Vegas.
Yeah, I still need to do that.
But it's the bet game. All right, Mr. Calamity. I think that's a pretty good little podcast we had. Yeah. If somebody came in late, we briefly talked about Activision banning 60,000 accounts Tuesday for hacking. I don't know if that's enough. I do feel like as we have beat this horse into the ground, or however you want to call it, we've talked about it a lot in the podcast. I think between Bobby Puff, his blow up on Twitch, and Vic Star stepping away from Warzone, it's coming to a head. The state of the game, you still play it. I don't play as much anymore. Right now it's not fun. There is nothing to do besides grind for a camo. That is, you can't get point blank kills when you put it in the back of the leg and you shoot them.
You're definitely right.
League play is coming back. Hopefully, maybe it's a good league play. I'm down to play, and hopefully that will maybe dial back skill-based matchmaking. Super Bowl, baby, this weekend. Tampa Bay versus Kansas City. TGBG is in a mixed boat right now. It is in a mixed boat. We got, I think, half the teams Kansas City, half the teams Tampa Bay. It's up in the air. Don't forget, TGBG members in the Sports Bar channel. There is a bet going on, so if you want to take part in it, go right ahead. It's a good bet. I looked at it the other day. Super Bowl info, we talked a little about that. NCAA is coming back. Ugh, can't wait. And we briefly talked about drafts and anything big coming up and players retiring. Clem, you got anything you want to close on?
No, I think that's it.
So you're going to stick with Tampa Bay?
Hell yeah.
He's sticking with Tampa Bay. You heard it here. Bullet, Tony, Mason, who you pulling for in the Super Bowl? Don't say just you're going to be eating just food. You got to pull for somebody.
I think Mason was Kansas City, wasn't he?
Was he Kansas City? I don't know. I got to look back and check.
I think Mr. Fantastic hasn't.
Kansas, hey, Mason's throwing it in there. Kansas City, baby. He's throwing it in there. I'll be honest. I'm being dead serious. I'm looking on the outside in because I didn't keep NFL Shield this year. Man, I know Kansas City has not Alabama. I know Kansas City, as you say, didn't play nobody, but man, they look good. They look good.
They do look good, but
they look. I'm not gonna say dirty, but
you're betting against the GOAT.
But Buffalo, they made Buffalo Bills look like they shouldn't have been there at all. But I agree with you. Tampa Bay had to go through a tougher road to get there, and that's gonna. I feel like it may come to a head. The Cubs. Oh God. Alabama don't won a national championship. They won it pretty easily, dominant. And the Cubs, I don't know about the Cubs in MLB. I don't know about that. We won't get into golf talk too much. That's a whole other nightmare what's going on in golf right now with Patrick Reed and all the It's just another subject on hand. We'll talk about that some other time if we want to talk about golf. I don't know how many people come for that one.
I don't even know what happened with that.
Bro. I was like, he didn't do nothing wrong, but people just don't like him. I think the general population don't care too much for him. He did the proper ruling himself. He did it right. Roy McIlroy did not do the right thing, but didn't get criticized. So it's like one of those I don't like you, blah blah blah. Next week post Super Bowl, maybe next week post Super Bowl. You might come back next week, Calamity, if you can. Talk about what happened on Super Bowl. Woo!
Yeah, I'll be doing probably my podcast tomorrow, so I'll cover all this stuff and some more stuff.
Well, thank you for everybody that stopped by. Tony for the sub, Bullet for the sub, the biddies. Thank you for everybody coming by. Mr. Calamity, I'm sure Miss Amazing still likes you as a person that you're pulling for Tampa Bay. I'm going to stay neutral on this. Make sure you tag Bullet for that podcast. So we can sit there, get in there and watch some of your podcasts. And do you put them on YouTube on your YouTube channel?
Yes, I do.
All right, so tag the team so we can sit there and watch it. Thank you for coming in this week as a guest this week, Clem. I really do appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
Show me your hat collection. I have a big hat, so I don't wear much hats. We never talked about this. Well, everybody, stay tuned until next week's podcast again. I sometimes post polls on Twitter on what's kind of what we're going to talk about the week next. Maybe get a little bit more input on some things. And we will catch y'all on the flip side. Stream it.
Catch my feelings, catch my breath. Finally catch a break after so long. Find a way of cheating death. Find a realm, find a world where I belong. Give me a chance, give me a way to regenerate. Give me a new reality. I realize it's a new world, it's a new day, it's a new day, it's a new day, it's a new day. Running through the infinite.